Hamilton, Ohio has one of the highest outmigration rates in Butler County. And the full story is worth knowing before you make that move. Hamilton has a reputation that is older than the city is today, and a lot of people have been making decisions based on that old version of Hamilton. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through the real reasons people are leaving Hamilton right now. No spin, no cheerleading, just an honest look at what might be driving people out and what the data actually says. And stick around to the end because I'm going to tell you the one thing that almost nobody factors in when they decide to leave. And it's the one thing that people who stay almost always say they are glad they considered. I had a client a while back who has lived in Hamilton their entire life, raised their kids here, bought their first home here, went to school here, knew their neighbors by name. And they called me one day and said, "Andrea, we're done, we're moving to Mason." I'd asked them why. They had said the schools, feeling that the city wasn't really going anywhere at the time. They had heard enough negative things over the years that it just kind of built up. And I get it because perception is powerful. When enough people around you are talking about leaving and start leaving, it starts to feel like it's the obvious move. But here's what I told them, and I want to tell you right now. Some of those concerns are real, but some of them are based on data that is now 5 or 10 years old. And some are just stories that have been passed around for so long that people stopped really questioning them. Quick introduction, I'm Andrea Kugler, licensed real estate agent with Butler County Realty and team owner of AK Collective in Hamilton, and I buy and sell real estate across Butler County and help buyers and sellers make clear real estate decisions. On this channel, I'm here to give you the real picture and not just the version that makes everybody feel good. So let's talk about it. Here are the real reasons that people are leaving Hamilton right now. Reason 1. Crime perception. This is the big one, and it comes up constantly, and there's some truth to it, but not as much as the reputation might suggest. Here's what the data actually shows. Hamilton's violent crime rate is lower than the national average. Property crime is slightly higher than average, which is a real concern, and it is not nothing. But when you compare Hamilton to cities of similar size across Ohio, it's not an outlier like people have previously assumed. In the past 5 years, violent and property crime have all trended down. So here's the honest take. Crime in certain parts of Hamilton is a legitimate concern, and it's something that the city has been actively working on. But the blanket reputation of Hamilton as a dangerous city does not match the current numbers. So the people that have been leaving based on crime is just an old version of Hamilton that the data doesn't fully support anymore. Reason number 2, school quality concerns. This one is more nuanced. Hamilton City schools have historically underperformed compared to surrounding districts like Lakota or Fairfield. And that's a real data point, and for families with school-age kids, it's a reasonable factor in a moving decision. The honest take, if school district performance is your top priority, Hamilton might not be your answer right now. That's a fair and legitimate reason to look elsewhere. What is worth knowing is that Hamilton has been investing in education infrastructure and workforce pipelines, including the new advanced manufacturing hub tied to Miami University and Butler Tech. That's the long game. It's not an immediate fix, but it is real. Reason 3, job opportunities. For a long time, Hamilton lost manufacturing jobs and it never fully replaced them. At the time, people were leaving for Cincinnati, Dayton, Columbus, where the job market felt a little deeper and more diverse. That's a real part of Hamilton's history, and for younger residents early in their careers, bigger city job markets have pulled people away. The honest take, this is changing, but it has not fully changed yet. The AM Hub, the Innovation District Plan, the economic activity around Spooky Nook are creating new employment layers. But if you're in a specialized field and need a deep job market right now, the pull towards Cincinnati or Columbus is understandable. Hamilton is building its employment base, it's not finished building yet. Reason 4, the feeling that nothing is changing. This might be the most underrated reason people are leaving. Not one specific thing, but a general feeling that Hamilton has been almost there for so long that people stop believing it will ever arrive. The honest take, that feeling was more justified 5 years ago than it is today. The Build Back Block housing program, the boutique hotel downtown, the restaurants opening on High Street and Main Street and surrounding areas, the $165 million Spooky Nook Sports Complex, the Innovation District Master Plan. These are not promises. These are things that are built, funded, or actively under construction right now. The city looks different now than it did 10 years ago, and believe me, I can say that because I grew up here. Whether it looks different enough for you is a personal call, but the narrative of stagnation in Hamilton is harder to defend in 2026 than it has ever been before. All right, and I have to throw in a reason 5, and that's going to be traffic on Main Street. Can anybody else relate to the traffic problem on Main Street right now? All jokes aside, let's talk about the number 1 thing I told you to stick around for. And it's the one thing that most people do not factor in when they decide to leave Hamilton. That one thing is affordability. When people leave Hamilton for places like Mason or maybe Westchester, they often find a city that might feel cleaner or newer or maybe feels safer on paper, and some of that might be real real or true. But they also find a city where the median home price is significantly higher, where property taxes are significantly higher, and where the room to build equity is a lot smaller because the growth has already happened, whereas Hamilton's growth is happening right now. Our median home price here in the city of Hamilton is still around $220,000. It is up nearly 16% year over year. The people who bought in Hamilton 3 or 4 years ago when everyone else was skeptical and is sitting on real equity right now. The cities that people are moving to are not bad choices whatsoever, but they are more expensive choices, and it must be factored in when you are choosing to move. The question worth asking before you leave is not just what am I leaving, it is what am I giving up to get there? And is that trade actually worth it for my family right now? Sometimes it is, but sometimes a lot of people will make that move without ever doing the math first. And that's what I'm here for. So I want to know, and I want to hear from you. Have you thought about Hamilton? Did you already leave Hamilton? And what was the reason? Drop your answers in the comments below. I read them all and I want to hear your take. And if you're actually weighing a move right now, let's sit down and have a conversation about it. Whether it's into Hamilton or out of Hamilton, I want to be your trusted advisor to talk through your options. Stay tuned for the next video where I break down everything new coming to this city and why the people paying attention are moving before everyone else figures it out. I'll see you there.